Hello everyone and welcome to Red Dusk, Hoi4 across the Atlantic. So it's been a couple of months since we last played Red Dusk, and I'm not quite sure what exactly to do a video on. So here we go. Yeah, the Chinese and the Iranians are still in progress. Well, there's no harm in playing this. We're gonna play the Czechoslovak Socialist Republic. Why does Croatia look like Italy? What has happened to this mod since I last played? Like, seriously, what has happened? It even looks a bit different, like, color-wise. But whatever. We're gonna play the Czechoslovak Republic. I have no idea what I'm getting into. I haven't even watched other YouTubers' videos. Again, if you guys know anything I should play, which is not Red Dusk or any other Hoi4 mod, please let me know. I am really struggling on finding what to play, and yeah. Let me know if there's a specific path you want me to play. Just anything but piano, please. So here we go. It is 1989 in Czechoslovakia, and a mass protest by disgruntled citizens, later known as the Velvet Revolution. Protesters demand free elections and Václav Havel as president. Central Committee of the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia decides to finally disperse the protests with the help of the army. Thus begins the battle for Prague. What began as a peaceful revolution quickly turned into a bloodbath. Thousands of people were shot, and hundreds were arrested or expelled. Among those who managed to escape was Václav Havel, who was very much in trouble. He was almost shot. The bullet narrowly missed him. The revolution was thus suppressed and crushed. So was Slovak autonomy. Czechoslovakia is held together by glue and duct tape for now. Although Czechoslovakia wanted to remain part of the Warsaw Pact, the Soviet Union eventually distanced itself from Czechoslovakia, and the Soviet army that had been there since 1968 went home. Czechoslovakia was stuck between two completely different worlds, with NATO and its allies in the east, and the USSR and the shattered remnants of the Warsaw Pact to the west. I think that's the wrong way around. I think NATO's west and the USSR's east. What do you mean? Whatever. Czechoslovakia stands alone, hurtling down a dark road without lights, which is fast approaching its end. The economic conditions of Czechoslovakia continues to deteriorate, with Miloš Jakeš partially reformed the economy. However, it's too late and the economy is stagnating and the situation is getting worse. Civic reform was transformed into the Velvet movement after the failed revolution, and the people still have hope of a democratic revolution. Czechoslovakia destiny. Ah yes, guys, communism's never been tried before. No. Anyway, we're playing Czechoslovakia. We have 22 civs, so, you know, we have a lot more than I thought we did. We got 14 mils, not much, but something. So I'm not sure what's really in store for us, because I've not played this mod in months, and B, I didn't even know Czechoslovakia had a focus tree. We have Miloš Jakeš. He is a defender of socialism and a bloody dog. A long-time member of the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia, came to power as General Secretary of the Communist Party in 1987. There's more information there. I'm not going to read it, but it's there if you guys want to read it. And we got a cabinet, which seems to be mostly focused on power gain, I think. 15% bonus there. Our first focus tree, New Millennium and Old Troubles. So we're going to do that. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Unease. There is only so much of the past 10 years of Czechoslovak history that could be described with a simple word. Unfulfilled promise of Velvet and Jakeš reforms, which placed the country on a path to nowhere. Neither to Washington nor to Moscow, neither to markets nor to socialism. Contradictions walked among the government, as well as opposition, as no one knows where or how to begin with the change, nor where to continue the current status quo. Discontent grows as a stagnation and empty reforms turn a decade yet old, yet no one sees how to proceed. Some call for a revolution, others for reform, and some for a return of Marxism-Leninism. Communism has never been tried, guys. The spark which could lit a flame, or at least break the Gordian knot, is nowhere in sight. Both Washington and Moscow seems out of reach, as their half-century-old conflict drove them to an uneasy fatigue, so the hopes of a colour revolution or Soviet interference are non-existent. So, to another spiral of emptiness, we get political power for some reason. Thought we'd be losing it, but I guess we're gaining it. I guess we have much to gain and nothing to lose. Worsening situation. For a long time, the Czechoslovak economy was very inefficiently run. Its growth stalled and went into stagnation in the 1990s. The economic situation was bad during the 1980s, even though there's a shortage of consumer goods. So yeah, our business is very bad, guys. It's like 1990 Russia all over again. Gorbachev. We haven't even got an economy to work with. Great. I didn't think our economic situation was that bad, but apparently it is. Hey, we got the PS2, so now we can play Dragon Guard, guys. Yeah, play Dragon Guard. Such a fun game. What's happened with this mod anyway? Because a lot has changed since I last played. Like, there wasn't all this stuff, I don't think. I don't know. Like minority laws. We got worker strikes now, so yeah, things can't get any worse outside. In 1989, there was considerable unrest in Czechoslovakia. The communist government was considered a compromise when civic forum and public against violence proved intransigent. The communist government gave the orders for the activation of the wave action, the army with the secret police bloodily dispersed protests, and nobody died. But for now, enjoy this nothing ever happens graph because it perfectly reflects this playthrough so far, but nothing ever happens. I don't even know who we're going to go to war with, to be honest. Even if it's going to be a war, it's going to be a defensive war, which we're probably going to end up losing, but we can try at least. Okay, for some bizarre reason, I now can no longer hear the game. I don't know what's happened at all. Ah, that's what's happened. Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. I stepped on wire and wire unplugged from PC, so now I got to plug wire back into PC, and I should be able to hear game. We can now hear game. We have achieved victory. That reminds me, wasn't there a 1984 mod, like, not too long ago? I was going to make a video on it, but I just never got around to it. Cement reforms. After 10 years of gradual change... Oh yeah, and they've rejoined the Commonwealth, whatever. After 10 years of gradual change, it successfully completed its reform plan that transitioned Czechoslovakia into a new model of socialism. While the economy was gradually transformed into a system of market socialism, with state enterprises operating within a regulated market, the political structure remained firmly under the control of the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia. So there we go. Ah, yes, we must support our freaking Sudanese brothers. I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. But anyway, I'm going to give them 2,000 guns. It's probably a mistake, but it's pretty funny anyway. Yeah, I'm playing this on a Sunday, guys. It's a pretty lazy day. Outside weather is very crap. Classic British weather, I'd like to say. As a Brit, nothing ever happens. The weather is always crap. Most of the time, apart from when we had a heat wave. Literally last week, which was over 30 degrees Celsius, and I was burning. I was burning alive, and you gotta remember, I'm a freaking, I got really low melanin, so the sun burns me. The sun really burns me. Or the weather randomly just changes to being like hail. I don't understand British weather, and I don't think I ever will do, because I'm starting to think perhaps the weather is actually being controlled at this point. And it might sound ridiculous to you guys, but I think it's a bit strange, you know? I think it's a bit strange. It's just a schizo around, guys. Don't worry. Don't take anything I say seriously, but, you know, don't also think about anything I've said, because if you think about what I've said, people will think it's dangerous. I mean, you know, can you believe it? People controlling the weather? Never thought that would happen. I mean, can you imagine 1941 if Stalin could control the snow in Moscow? Ridiculous, right? Right, guys? Anyway, we got the 20th Party Congress, so I hope my focus tree is going to change. I hope this is not it. If this is it, I'm going to shoot myself. Metaphorically speaking, because there's nothing else here. So there needs to be something else. Please, Red Dust mod developers, please tell me you did something else after this. Don't let the Czechoslovak tree die in vain, please. Comrades, welcome to the Congress. Today we'll discuss the state of our country and the affairs of socialism. At 7 AM, recently we have seen economic growth. We are succeeding thanks to the unrelenting efforts of our comrades. 7:20, our people's army has to cut back and make do with less money at the expense of the welfare of the hard-working people. Yeah. Total 740. There are, however, those comrades and comrades who do intend to build for common cause of socialism. Anyone who tries to subvert us will be punished for their actions. 8 AM. A few days ago, Václav Havel returned. He should be immediately arrested for treason and his activities during the Velvet Revolution. He poses a great risk to the country. I propose also that boom explosion, guys. Oh my goodness. We got the Velvet movement. We declared martial law. Hey, it also reminds me of that one guy in Korea who yeah, guys, it's already forgotten. Everyone's forgotten about that. Yeah, it no longer matters. Now that's all news, fake news. Yeah. Yes, something finally happened. He abdicated in 1975. Then President Ludwig Svoboda was seriously ill. The decision was made to dismiss him. The constitution was adopted in Czechoslovakia, according to which the president was dismissed. Now he's in a coma. My goodness, I know I wanted to get rid of him, but that was a bit much. It was decided to extend this constitutional amendment, so we got the end of an era, and we go into the hardliners. So we've got a balance of power now, so we've got the hardliners and the reformists. And our focus tree's being extended, so we got Jacka's abdication, and now we got the emergency presidential election. Now it's time to decide what mistake we're going to make. And who's going to make it. Havel's returned to exile. The main leader of the anti-communist opposition has returned to his homeland and poses a serious risk to socialism. Dissidents decided to stage a protest and support Havel. At the moment, Havel's popularity is too high. Arresting him is out of the question. Okay. So we got a new focus trees. We got Basil Black. Loyal to Moscow. Okay, I am going to support this guy because it's quite funny, so there we go. This is all mountains, by the way. It's all pain. And hurry up. No! My tanks got stuck in freaking Sri Lanka. No. Yes, I've been saved. We ended the Sri Lanka conflict, so there we go. We now have the Southwest administration and the Northeast administration, whatever. Okay, I just clicked on freaking the Middle East and it crashed my game. That can't have been coincidence, guys, can it? They're on to us! Protests throughout borderlands. The people have spoken. Got a large protest through Czechoslovakia, so we're getting a second Velvet Revolution. Slovakian uprising? The big strikes on the border town gave Slovak leaders led by Vladimir Mekia enough courage to call a nationwide Slovak strikes. There we go, we go. More people rebelling against me. Crack down on the Velvet movement. This ignites civil war. Oh my goodness, guys. Civil war. The Second Battle of Prague. The popularity of the government with the people is at a standstill. After the government refused to deal in any way with the Velvet movement, a public against violence, the people have run out of patience. Now the national strike in the border region has reached Prague. The people in Prague are attacking members of the STB and the People's Militia. In the morning around 6 o'clock, there were first clashes between armed supporters of the Velvet movement and the STB units. Thus began the Second Battle of Prague. This time, the Velvet movement was not going to surrender. Managed to force the communist forces to withdraw from the city with the help of ordinary people. And nothing is happening. I guess I'm waiting. Choose side. Oh my goodness, okay. So we can side with the democratic forces, we can side with the communist forces, or we can side with Slovakia. Okay, so we're going to side with the communist forces, because I want to see what happens. Right, so here we go, guys. Holy crap, okay. So we got Soviet support, and yes. Dense fog over Viltava. Okay, so something really funny is, in our army, we got the People's Council. Which is not even like an actual general, but whatever. Oh my goodness, okay. Instantly my troops spawn in enemy territory. We should try to probably finish Slovakia off first, and then deal with the other ones after. The Czechs after. So yeah, this is kind of where I got stuck for like the next few years. We got military. Should we do military focus? Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. I mean, we're in a civil war, aren't we? Or we could do economic focus. We could do construction focus. Not bad as well. I think I'll do economic focus. We need more stuff. We need more stuff. By staying in war, we can make more stuff infinitely. Damn, fueling the industrial complex. Yeah, this is working because we're undersupplied. We can try to push through here. Oh my goodness, okay, the counterattack's begun. Just hold, last defense. Last stand, guys, yeah. We got an encirclement, yes, let's go, in the north. The border of Germany. I think the panic is over. Their offensive abilities have declined now, because they haven't got many units left. In the end of this war, it's been 130k to 220k or something like that. So there we go, the war is over. Now we're known as the Czechoslovakia Socialist Republic. I hope we have content. Probably makes sense to support the I don't know, who do you support here? Probably Romania makes sense in my circumstance. Because obviously Hungary is nationalistic, we don't want them to declare war on me. Create STB division? Oh wait, I can proclaim victory, okay, what's going to happen then? The communists win in the Czechoslovakian war. Okay. Do I get anything? Ah yes, and then we're rewarded with our base focus tree, lovely. Oh, wait, check content? The man who knew too little. Yes, I've been looking over the deal. I would like to thank you for this opportunity. It seems that the United States has once again come to help us. Your country's gratitude will not be forgotten. Vasil Bilak let out a muted sigh of relief as he talked to the American ambassador. Okay. So, a door burst open with a bang, sending Vasily Bilak recoiling in his seat. What stood behind him, behind the lack of a door, was the man wielding a massive spoon, almost larger than his body. Behind him lay the unconscious bodies of his guards, the man who struck him down, having a fire in his eyes as he repeated the question while marching forward. I was curious as to know what Czechoslovakia would receive in the coming update. What? I don't understand. What are you even talking about? The menacing intruder let out one last shout as he raised his gargantuan spoon above his head. Check content! We got manpower -1. Funny. Very funny, devs. Very, very funny. I'll be honest, I think this is it for the playthrough so far. Like, I've gone through further, but there's not really anything, you know, left to do as such. Like, we've done all our tree, we did our civil war. I think it's a bit interesting. We probably will get a few Red Dusk updates later down the line. I'm just not sure when exactly that's going to be. But anyway, if you've liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting future Hearts of Iron 4 content. I'm just not sure what exactly to post and what you guys want me to play and what you want to see. Just let me know. And yeah, just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.